This is episode DIECISEIS. 2 peas in a pod. My name's Platini.
And my name's Plaque.
His name's Plaque. Before we start the show, shout outs to Phil's Comic Shop once again, and shout outs to Brian. And I appreciate all the love we got from that interview. It was very fun, and look forward to more from us in Phil's Comic Shop, and especially Brian. Good guy. Salute to you.
Happy birthday again, my boy.
Happy birthday. I hope you enjoyed the food.
Oh, yeah, he did.
Good. Now,
I have a special topic this week.
I was literally about to alley-oop. You read my mind.
I'm sorry. It's just like I'm very anxious about this one.
Let's go. Let me hear it, good sir.
For some reason, I've been on a very, I've been consistent.
Okay? Consistency is always a good thing.
But I've been very, like, what's the word? I've been on a tear of just being motivational. There's been a lot of people that have been around me, anywhere, home, work, outside on the street. And there are a lot of, like, down times and upset, sad, whatever. I don't know their lives. I know what I'm doing with my life and how I'm going about it. And I want to kind of steer people in that way. You don't have to go this way, but I feel like what I'm about to say is definitely going to help y'all mentally.
Let's hear it.
We need to live in the moment.
I agree.
In today.
Live in the now.
Right now. Like right now, we're living in this podcast right now. Earlier, got our asses kicked in the gym, whatever. Got home, ran through what I had to do, did my chores, did everything I had to do, bang, bang, bing, bing, bing. And right now, I'm living in the podcast with my man's Pete. Boom.
Living in the moment. Shit, when we split up, I had to go do what I had to do.
I'll be right back. Bet. As long as you're here, when the time comes and we're doing our podcast, we're good to go. With that, I need everyone to stop. When you look into the future, I'm not saying you can't plan ahead. I'm not saying you can't have goals and dreams.
It's always good to plan ahead, always.
Right. But when you look too far, you get anxious.
And start looking at things in a negative manner, and you start worrying, what if I don't have that? Don't do that.
Stop. Calm down, please. On the flip side of that, you could get down in the dumps from the past.
Very true.
Stop it. It happened in the past. Learn from it. Grow from it. Okay? If it still carries on you right now in this moment, that means you're still learning from it.
If anything, use your past as motivation. Use it as fuel.
This guy, every day. I don't know everything about his past, but I know him well enough to know about his past, and this is what he does. He uses it as fuel every day. Everything he does. I'm going to be better every single day.
Because the other option is to be down in the dumps, and we don't have no time for that. I'm sorry. Don't have time for that. Can't do it. Can't do it.
No, I'm not perfect, bro. I've been
None
there.
of us are.
I've been there.
No such thing.
I've been there. On this very couch right here. Sulking. What am I going to do? No, man. Switch the mentality up. Live in the now. Look what you have now. Be blessed. I have 10 fingers, 10 toes, and I can walk.
Hell,
not everybody can.
Keep it simple. You're alive.
But come on.
You're here right now.
Come on.
So much life ahead of you. There's so much you can do.
It's so important because what you do today in this very second, I've gotten to a point where I'm very structured in what I do. I plan out what I'm going to do the next day. I have my clothes ready for work. I have everything on point. Not everything is going to work out the way you want it to. Not everything is going to go the way you want it to. So then that's where you got to get in your bag and say, oh, okay, what am I going to do? How am I going to finesse this? You got to learn how to finesse, how to juggle, how to jug. Because life is always going to give you that one obstacle, Mario style. You got to jump over it.
And it's okay to go through your emotions. You know, whenever something happens to you, we're not telling you to be cold or be a robot. Go through the emotions, but don't stay there. Keep moving. Strategize. Let's go. We have no time to be down in the dumps. You can visit there, but do not remain there. Pick yourself up and let's go.
Gotta keep going. And that's really all I had, man. It's just, you know, I got into a groove with people that have been down, and I'm just like, get better, do better.
It's great to see that. It's great to see that because like you're almost mirroring yourself against them. You're like, you know what? I'm glad I'm not in that position. I'm glad where I'm at, and it's a good sign to let you know I'm headed to a good place. I know what I'm doing. What I've been doing matters, and I got my head on my shoulders.
Right, mentally, that means we are. Again, there's times where I stray away, but as long as you steer right back into that lane of, all right, let's go, you're gonna be good.
Facts.
And that's it. That's all I have for that one.
Live in the now.
Keep the mental fortitude solid.
As you know, Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania. I think I said that right.
Correct.
Hopefully everyone's seen it by now. Whatever. If you haven't, tough luck. Anyways, we asked you on our last episode, how did you feel about it? I'm not gonna lie. It's been a mixed bag of reviews, and for the most part, there's people that do like it and there's people that don't. And the reasoning for why people like it, I like their answers because they're pretty much taking it how I am. They understand what this movie was about and for. We weren't looking for Infinity Games, Infinity War, Endgame S type of movie. This is a movie, as I said in my last, as you said in the last show, it's just one sentence in a long essay that they are writing.
Still action packed though.
Oh,
don't get it twisted.
It's action. I don't know. You know what a Marvel movie is. You're gonna have your story, the plot, and your action. Nothing new here, baby.
It was again. We touched on it. Told y'all we went to see it a second time. The second time for us it was just different because we got to focus in on the details. The first time, it was all visuals. Obviously, we was paying attention. But the second time, we got to see where the storyline was going and where it's going to go afterwards. And a few tidbits from the show Loki, from my stepdad just told me there was some Shang-Chi notes on there where Kang was like, you know what I'm saying, doing some things that Shang-Chi's pop was doing.
As a matter of fact, while we're here, if you had to choose absolutely one aspect or one thing that was your favorite of the movie, I'll answer first. What only one, and I'll give you mine. Just give you an example where I'm coming from. I mentioned this to you. I like how when they first fell into the quantum realm, as you saw everyone falling, you saw the little ants falling.
Okay.
And then later on, you see Hank like holding his hand, like, what's that noise? All for it to be those ants had went through evolution so many times and came back even smarter. That was awesome. Amongst the many things that I like, that was very awesome for some reason to me. I like that.
See how you just did that? They checked in the beginning and they also checked in at the end. They weren't in the middle. In the beginning you seen them, and on the end they came through with big impact.
That's funny how you said that because saw how I give you my metaphor on essays in a paragraph.
Yeah.
Essay to give you a hook.
Yeah.
And at the end you have to.
How's it going? For me, not to do a big spoiler, it was basically when Hank said, "Life wasn't like this the last time I was here." When he was in the quantum realm. And then Hope goes, yeah, but it's evolved since then. And it's crazy because he was fascinated with everything. I was.
That does make sense because it goes back. The time is different there. So you can the ants were crying saying
time doesn't really
The ants were a great example. They came in as ants and they came back with robots and
that's why the exiled one was there, because time is not really a thing there. It is, but it's not the same time that the rest of the universe is.
And that like that what you just said told on a lot of people because people thought they were gonna get a very unbeatable, unstoppable Kane, he's nowhere near his source of power, time.
And he was still a problem.
He was still a problem. So you can imagine when he gets out of... That's another subject. Anyway.
Yeah, let's not go crazy. What about MODOK? What do you feel about MODOK?
I like MODOK a lot. He was surprisingly funny.
Yes.
And I get people's arguments they're looking for another MODOK, but then at the same time, I can see what you're looking for. At the same time, I'll always remind you this is the MCU.
And this is, there's many universes. Multiverse. I'm going to do a hypothetical. I believe we'll see MODOK again, but a different version.
Exactly. That because I can't do what y'all do. You don't know if 5, 6, 8 movies from now MODOK shows up again.
On some wild, like, okay, this man's really, like, off his rocker.
Exactly. Leave your mind open.
Facts. Piggybacking off of the Marvel topic that we're on, we want to know who out there is messing with Marvel Snap.
Who's getting their snap on? We want to know.
Who's getting the snap on? Who's hitting the cubes? Who's betting all their cubes?
Besides wanting to know who's playing snap, what most importantly are you looking to know from them?
What deck y'all running? I'm going to get straight to the point. Because going off of what I was just talking about with MODOK, I'm running a whole MODOK deck. Whole MODOK, Morbius... destroy my whole hand. Morbius is at plus 12 by the end of the game.
So you can tell he's a discard destroy your deck type of guy.
I mean, I got a whole bunch of decks, but right now that's what I'm running with. Well, go ahead. Let them know what you
mainly. I'll run with the because I've tried all type of decks to see what goes for me, and I'm more so I'll manipulate the energy. So if I had to look at my deck right now, I got Nova, I got Mr. Fantastic, Ironheart, I got Colossus because you can't.
No, Colossus big body bends.
Yondu. I recently been running with Raccoon. Don't ask me why.
He's a problem. I
got Carnage for the Nova, and I put Sinister. You know he's gonna eat that. I got the armor. I got the armor.
I see what
you see what I'm doing.
I see what you playing.
Odin and a White Tiger. It's been clutch.
Oh, I seen him do some nasty work with the Odin White Tiger joint.
It's nasty.
No. But yeah. We want to see what y'all running with. Y'all gotta go deep. You could just literally say, "Oh, I'm running with boom. This is my main."
Yeah,
card.
real quick. Tell us the main deck you are running with at this moment.
Main deck, and if you snapping. Give us your little Snap account because maybe we want to run it with y'all.
Come through and thrash you. Ruin your whole deck.
You know what I'm saying?
I have my boy Yondu slice through your deck. You're stupid for that.
Yeah, bro. Let us know. Marvel Snap.
All right. As usual, here goes the MMA news. As we're about to record this, breaking news came flying down my timeline. Darren Till is no longer with the UFC. He is 1-5 in his last bouts. Am I surprised by this? Not at all. If you've been following, these last few years have been really, really tough for my guy Darren Till.
A lot of injuries.
Back-to-back injuries. Just couldn't get it back together in the ring. Hopefully, ideally, this is what I want for him. He goes someplace else, racks some wins, and gets back to the UFC. It's happened before, so it's he's don't ask you right now. I think he's in his early dubs. I'm not too sure.
Really? Damn.
But he's still young. He still has some more fire in him. Good luck, and I wish him the best, man, because I was a fan. No, I can't say I was. I still am a fan of Darren Till. The whole time he was going through that, I was rooting for him to get it together, but, you know, things happen.
Yeah, tough couple of fights, though.
Yeah.
Ending fights.
And, this weekend we have a pay-per-view. John Jones makes his debut to the heavyweight division against Cyril Gane.
Let's go.
This should be a interesting bout. Plaque, let me know who you got.
Gane.
I'm choosing Gane as well.
Thank you.
We also have Valentina, excuse me if I pronounced your last name wrong. You know I love you. Valentina Shevchenko Please don't be
We love you. We love you. It's okay.
Excuse me. Valentina Shevchenko.
Okay.
Versus Alexa Grasso. I'm going with Valentina. That's my boo. Black.
Yeah, Valentina. Always.
Great. This bout I've been interested in because it got rescheduled. We have Jeff Neal versus, excuse me again if I pronounced the name wrong, Shavkat Rakhmonov.
Ooh, Rakhmonov!
Yes.
I love the way he fights.
Yes,
I love the way he fights.
He's undefeated, and that's why I'm interested to see what Jeff Neal has for him. I'm going with Rakhmonov.
Don't know too much about Neal, but Rakhmonov, boy, got rock hands for real.
Neal beat our boy Mike Perry. That's all you need.
It's okay. It's okay.
Anyways, on that same card, in the prelims, we have Trevin Jones versus Cody Garbrandt. They are both 1-3 in their last fights, which means this just might be a chopping block fight. Whoever loses this is adios, and it's crazy to see where Cody Garbrandt is, considering he used to be a main eventer, and now he's on the prelims. Wish best of luck to both of you guys.
As sad as that's going to be a low-key banger because you know they're both going to put everything on them.
I agree.
They're going to be everything. Like, one of us is going, let's put it all in line.
I agree. That was UFC news. Bellator rumor. Rumor is Bellator is looking to sign a Francis Ngannou. That'll be a good look for Bellator if that happens.
Bellator is going to get a new fan.
I'm sure you guys saw the news. Jake Paul lost to Tyson Fury. There's nothing much to say about that. All I have to say is months ago, Jake was talking about Canelo. Slow your roll, pal. You know what I mean? But hey, I got love. I tip my hat to anyone who has the balls to step into the ring. That's all I got to say about that.
I saw glimpses of the fight. I'll tell you what. Fury is seasoned. You know what he was feeding him all night? Jabs.
Oh.
That's all.
Did he have the longer reach of the two?
Not by much, but yes. But it literally was just straight jabs. Down the pipe. It was messing him up all night. I did get scared. Round 8, they counted it as a knockdown.
I saw that.
Fury slipped. He literally, like there was no, like it wasn't a knockdown to me, in my opinion. And I was like, oh, here we go. Because through 1 through 5, Fury was up 3-2. You know what I'm saying? Then after that, I kind of, I was chiming in and out. And then I went back round 8. I seen that. And I was like, they better not mess with Fury because he's been doing it all. Beep, beep, beep. Nice. Literally. Oh, my bad. He's, what was it, Docs? But yeah, straight jabs down the pipe. Again, Paul did good. You could do better. I like how you switched it up. I wouldn't say he's a memorable, but he's still Fury. He's his pops, his brother. You got an actual fighter this time. Keep it going.
And what's funny is it's like, no disrespect to Tyson Fury, it's not even like he's a full-time dedicated boxer like that for him to have done that to a Jake Paul, which leads me to ask, what would a active boxer do to a Jake Paul?
And Paul was looking gas.
That's what I heard too.
That's the worst part. That's the worst. Just like how you just mentioned. Imagine a boxer that's he's war ridden. You know what I'm saying? They're ready for this. So I was like, Paul, you might either you might have been partying too much, or you need to get your cardio back up, Papa.
Last but not least for the boxing news, Floyd Mayweather this past Friday, Last but not least on boxing news, Floyd Mayweather just turned 46 this past Friday.
Wow.
But when it comes to him, age means nothing because he had an exhibition against a Mr. Chalmers and made it look like a breeze, even though Mayweather was smaller of the two. But hey, when it comes to a person of that caliber, when it comes to fighting, size doesn't matter, baby. It's Mayweather. 50-0. You can't beat that.
People wanted the whole knockdown, knockout. Floyd was never a man to be. He's a defensive fighter who scores points. He knows the game. He knows how to get in, get out.
And plus, it's exposition. We're not exhibition. We're not looking for no KO. So
yeah. So, but those are the casuals that are looking. Oh, Floyd's fighting. Oh, he better knock him out. Calm down. That's how we know you're new to this game. He's never been that type. So, yeah, been a good weekend. Next weekend's gonna be fire.
Very fire. I can't wait. So, before we exit this, let's give it up again. John Jones versus Serial. We'll go on with Gaines. Valentina versus Grasso.
Tina.
We'll go in with Valentina. Jeff Neal and Rachmanov. We're rocking with Rachmanov. Cody Garbrandt versus Tevin.
I'm not picking. Ooh. I'm just gonna watch. Ooh. I'm not gonna pick. I just want to watch. Like I said, they're going to lay it on the line. I just want to watch. I'm not going to pick one here.
If Tevin wins, it'll be by knockout. Because of Cody's chin is very suspect. That's all I'm going to say. I did not choose a winner. All I said, if Cody loses, it'll be by knockout.
Okay, I like that. But.
All right.
I don't. And to conclude, episode DIECISEIS.
You're stupid.
My name's Black.
My name's P.
Relax. And if you're feeling the vibe,
like,
share,
subscribe.
Yeah! 2 P's. We out.
And a pod.
Holla at us, boy.